Hey YouTube, Rando here. It's time to do the NK Lawn and Garden update. I think last time I updated I had like 3 different kinds of sprouts. I did quite a bit of culling on it. You can see I've got them spread out a little more. I transplanted a few from over here where they were. I got a bunch of this kind coming up. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be all the same. Got some little bitty ones that just popped out like this one. Maybe the seed was just deeper, I'm not sure. A lot of them are really thin and leggy, like this one. And it's getting intertwined with the other one, so a few of those will get cold. And then the big ones, I mean, that's just pretty. I don't know what it is, but beautiful, thick stalk, never leans. The basil always leans towards the sunlight, always. And I think I'm gonna take this basil out because if you look, it's gonna overshadow these for sure. But you can see how big and pretty them basil plants are. But like I said, I think I'm gonna take them out because I have a lot of other basil. There's a smaller one there. Let's see, here's one, there's one, so see, I've got a lot of basil going, so I don't really have to have basil in there. And I got 3 more in the vertical garden as well that I transplanted from the other starter kits for the basil herb garden. I transplanted all of those, and this is the only one I left in there, and you can see it's big and pretty. We're going to do an update on that with the other garden. I'm going to show you what we've done outside and show you where we're going with everything. But that one right there, I don't know what it is, but it's big and pretty. You can see that stalk's huge. What I'll do is I'll let them all get a little bit taller, and then I'll go ahead and top this off with potting soil. That way it's got a little bit more soil to it, holding them together. You can see some of them, it'll focus. Not doing really well. That's one I transplanted. Kind of stunted its growth a little bit. That's one I transplanted. You can see it's doing fine. And these are all going to be the same, whatever they are. You can kind of tell. And I'm thinking, where is it? This leggy one I showed you right here, I think that's the parsley. And there's another one of those that were down there. So I may go ahead and pluck that one and let these other ones go ahead and grow up. Pull back here and you can see what we're working with. I'm going to figure out what they all are eventually. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and take the basil out of here. Just I have way too much basil, more than we'll ever use. So that'll go ahead and give these other plants a chance to go ahead and grow on up. Definitely going to leave that big one. I don't know what it is, but it's staying, whatever it is. It's big and healthy, and I wish it was in a single pot by itself, kind of. And that's why I just have way too much basil going right now, so I'll go ahead and get some of those out of there. I'm probably going to plant a few directly in the garden, just because I do have a couple of extra spaces that I didn't fill with bell peppers or okra or beans. So that's all we have growing in the garden this year. So I think I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple basil plants in there as well. That's going to be it for this one. As soon as we get some more growth out of these little ones, we'll go ahead and show you what we have. By then, probably these 2 big basil plants will be out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get them out. And I'll just cut them off at the soil, and if they grow back, I'll just keep cutting them as they grow back. And eventually the roots will die off. And that's going to be how I kill them. I don't want to because they are pretty, but you can see they lean really bad in here for some reason. And then these don't at all. I mean, that one leaned a little bit towards the sun, but it's not like falling over like this one. So I just think there's way too many plants in here. So I'm going to cut that out, and then maybe it'll give a chance for this one to grow on up a little bit and become a larger plant. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.